The world is packed with travel trailers and tiny habitats of every shape and size, but the one I want to show you today really stands apart. Sure, we've all seen tiny homes before, but this thing is something else entirely. It's called the forest kindergarten, and it's essentially a nomadic home designed specifically for kids. Yeah, you heard that right. A mobile structure built from the ground up with children in mind. The first time I saw the forest kindergarten, or FK for short, I honestly had to do a double take. From a distance, it almost feels like one of the biggest travel trailers you've ever laid eyes on. And once you notice the serious trailer sitting underneath it, that feeling only gets stronger. What's cool is that each one is built to order, so size-wise, you're looking at anything from around 6 meters all the way up to 12 meters long. The team behind it, Müller Schäfer Zirkuswagenbau, clearly knows what they're doing and offers a bunch of different variations, all focused on giving kids a space that feels like their own rolling playground. Now, quick fun detail here. If you caught the word circus in the company name and tried pronouncing it out loud, you probably landed on circus. That's no coincidence. These folks actually build circus wagons, among other things. They started out with shepherd's wagons, expanded their skills over time, and eventually found themselves creating something as unique as the forest kindergarten. And while this design is clearly aimed at kids, they can absolutely customize it into a full-on mini home for adults too. Mini in name only though, because this thing is anything but small. One of the biggest reasons this build grabbed my attention is the sheer amount of wood used throughout. I've always had a soft spot for wooden construction, and before anyone worries about durability, we're a long way from untreated timber that falls apart after a few seasons. Think about old mountain huts that were built decades ago and are still standing strong today. Combine that traditional approach with modern materials and expert craftsmanship, and you end up with a seriously solid structure. Another nice bonus is repairability. If something ever needs fixing or replacing, it's relatively straightforward and affordable. You're not dealing with layers of fiberglass and complicated insulation systems. According to MSZ, they use locally sourced woods like spruce, larch, and oak, along with hemp and wood fibers for insulation. Everything is handcrafted, from the cabinetry and tables to the toilet housing and even the trailer itself. Speaking of the chassis, it's built with a local partner and is rated for speeds up to 80 kilometers per hour. The exterior design is smart too. The cladding overlaps in a way that naturally sheds rain and snow, while the roof is finished in aluminum or titanium zinc for long-term durability. You can even add gutters if you want extra protection from the elements. Windows are everywhere. Porch options can be added to the side or rear, and natural light absolutely floods the interior. Skylights make a big difference too, especially if kids are sleeping inside. Honestly, it's easy to imagine those warm summer evenings where the kids have been playing all day, and then you wind down together inside, looking up through the skylight and talking about stars and distant worlds. Inside, the craftsmanship really shines with built-in wardrobes, benches, tables, lofts, shelves, partitions, and in some builds, even sinks with running water. And again, this doesn't have to be just for kids. The same shell can be turned into a fully functional mini home if that's what you're after. As for price, that's the big mystery. I couldn't find any official numbers. What we do know is that the smallest wagons they make start under 2,000 euros. If these forest kindergarten builds came in somewhere around 65,000 euros, I honestly wouldn't be surprised at all. And if they're cheaper than that, well, that would be pretty mind-blowing. Either way, they look absolutely incredible. Let me know what you think about this rolling kids paradise down in the comments.